Hey everyone, it's Jen Haugen, and I'm a registered dietitian and I'm a Pampered Chef consultant. So these two things that I am, as well as moms, and I'm a mom and I'm a wife as well, but those two things combine two things that I love, food and nutrition and the kitchen. So today I wanted to talk to you about make and take salads. So this week in Minnesota is back to school week for a lot of school districts. And that means trying to get into a routine and trying to get to earlier bedtime, making sure everybody has a good breakfast on the way out the door. But for some of us as moms, we may forget about taking care of ourselves as well. So that's why I wanted to talk to you today about make and take salads. And this is a really trendy topic right now. Go on Pinterest, go on any blogs, find it online anywhere, and you'll see a lot of cute little jars filled with salads that are very pretty, they're colorful, and they're full of nutrition because there's lots of vegetables and there's lots of good lean protein. And so that's a great trend, and it should stay, hopefully not just a trend. But the problem with those make and take jars is that they are in jars, they're glass. So what can happen is that you will actually somehow drop it maybe, and it will shatter. So Pampered Chef has solved that with the make and take salad jar set, the mason jar set. And what's great about this is that you can hear that it's actually plastic. So this is something that you can take with you and not fear that you're going to drop it. So what I love about this is it actually has a 4-cup capacity. It's dishwasher safe. It comes with a cool little fork and spoon. And when you get it as a set as well, you get this great carrying tote, which is actually like a cooler, so you can stick your ice packs in here. Also comes with a little snack jar that just twists off. So maybe you want some crunchy snacks to go with you. Maybe you want some carrots and hummus. Maybe that's just me. Maybe you want some dessert. And that's a great way you can pack those extra things right in the side pocket. And also a really cool thing about this jar is that, you know, a lot of times you see these online and the dressing is sitting at the bottom of the jar. And yes, things can get kind of soggy that way, but this actually has kind of a dual lid, so you twist off the top and you can actually put your dressing right in here, or maybe any other crunchy toppings that you want to add, and just seal it back up, put it on your jar, and you have your salad in a jar that's not going to be soggy at lunchtime. So I love this new product. As soon as I saw it in the catalog, I'm like, I gotta have that. It's so awesome. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about how to build that in these types of jars, because there's kind of a science to it. You don't want to have soggy spinach, and you don't want to have things that aren't crunchy and flavorful by the time you eat them for lunch. So I'm going to talk about that. I'm also going to talk about some really simple ways that you can get those vegetables in these salad jars in a quick way, using some essential tools that can really help you a lot in the kitchen. So, and then at the end, we're going to make a quick salad that you can make at home. And what I love about it is that it's a cranberry, turkey, and spinach salad, but you can make it for the whole week so that every day you have the ingredients to make that in your jar. But then I'll actually post some extra ideas so that the next week you can try a new recipe. So you're not getting sick of salads by the time the end of the week rolls around. So you'll have a fresh new idea list. I'll post that at the end of the broadcast. So let's get started in talking about what kinds of prep you can do in the kitchen that's really quick and simple. And I have some quick things to show you that I thought would be essential to making these salads, or any type of salads even at home with your dinner meal. The first thing I want to show you are these salad choppers. This tool, now when I got this in my kit as a consultant, I thought, what will I use this for? It's called a salad chopper. I could chop up romaine and lettuce and things like that in a bowl, and it comes, you can see how it's curved here, and so it's not going to harm your bowl when you're actually chopping. But even better, it's great for chopping up your proteins after they're cooked. So I've used it for grilled chicken, pulled pork, and now I'm going to try the turkey. And so when I came home today, just a little while ago, I actually had forgotten that I put turkey thighs in the crock pot. And when I opened the door, I was just overtaken by the smell of Thanksgiving. But turkey is not just for Thanksgiving. It can be for any time of year. It's full of lean protein, and it's a great source of other B vitamins as well. So definitely include this often in your meal times. So this salad chopper is really cool because you just take it, Hopefully you can see this, and you just chop. And it just cuts it right up. You don't even have to touch it at all. And I removed the bone out of the thigh, so in case you're wondering if I'm going to hit the bone, I'm not. And you can see that it's just perfectly chopped up and ready for salads. That took me just a few seconds. So this thing is really cool. I really like it a lot. So that's one way you can make your salad prep a little bit faster. So like I said, do this on a Sunday. Get everything ready to go. You don't have to make 5 jars on a Sunday. Just have all the ingredients in prep bowls in your fridge. So every day, Monday, you could make Monday's salad, but then Monday night, make Tuesday's salad and make it all week. So you have that ready to go, ready for a nourishing lunch for you, and you're taking care of yourself so you can better take care of your family. Another quick thing is this veggie slicer. So this is actually a very cool tool. It's dishwasher safe. It's a slicer. It has 3 different settings. You can actually put it in lock mode too, so nobody's going to cut their hands. You can see the blade right there. So it's really safe that way. And then it has 3 settings as far as thickness. And so I'm going to just put it on the 3rd setting. And then it comes with a guide, which is really nice because then you're not going to worry about chopping off your fingers when it actually is in motion. And so you just put I'm going to put a cucumber in here. And I'm just going to cut that down just a little bit. Hopefully I can show you this too. So you can see, you just press down and they just fall right out. Hopefully you can see that. I'm trying to do it up high instead of over a bowl, but very quick and easy. So if I were to have this down, you can hear me, and it does the whole cucumber in 5 seconds. So instead of taking your knife and your cutting board, which can be very satisfying to chop up vegetables as well, but this makes it more doable, more approachable, more down to earth for you so that you can accomplish and have the right vegetables in your lunches and your meals. So that's the slicer. And I'm going to post a link too in the comments as well that will have a link. So if you want to order any of these tools, you can. But they're all great ways to get more veggies in. Another one that's brand new is called the Veggie Spiralizer. So we've seen a lot of spiralizing online. You see butternut squash spiralized. You see sweet potatoes spiralized. Cucumbers is what I've got going here. So this is a spiralizer. And it's very simple to use. It's all dishwasher safe, so that's a really cool feature as well. It actually has 3 different types of cuts. So you can have like a chip style, so maybe you want to make your own apple chips or you want to make your own sweet potato chips, you can do that. This I have going here, you can see, hopefully, is the fettuccine style. So they're a little bit thicker, like a noodle, a little wider. And then there's also the spaghetti style, which is a little bit thinner noodle, just like you'd find. So you can make zoodles, for instance, which is like zucchini noodles, but it works very easily just by, and I'm going to hold this up, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult since I'm not actually on the ground, but you can see it coming out right there. And when you're on the countertop, it's literally just spin, 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 and you have all these great, so just even like 5 cranks, and look at all that great cucumber ribbons that I've created. You could add those to your salads. And then you can also use this tool as well, which is like a grater. And this it's also very safe. So this is dishwasher safe, but also hand safe. So when my son was little, I had something similar to this, and it was a mandolin type thing, but it had these little grates on it, and they were metal. He got his fingers caught in there, and that was a disaster. We had blood everywhere. This is not going to cause that because this is actually plastic. So you're going to find that this is an easy tool to use. You can even rice your cauliflower with this tool. So you can just go, I'm trying to show you up high here, and you can see how it's coming out. Now, ricing your cauliflower is a great way to add more vegetables to your rice, for example, but you can also use cauliflower rice in making a pizza crust. You can also use it to add to a stir fry or any other things like that, but this is also just great for grating. So if you want to grate your potatoes, your sweet potatoes, have little strips of cauliflower, it's the veggie stripper. So this is a great tool as well. So let's get back to that make and take mason jar. Again, plastic, dishwasher safe, has everything, it has a 4-cup capacity, but everything you need to make sure that you don't have a soggy salad because of this dressing holder right on the top, which I love. And let's talk about how you want to build that. So this is a pretty deep jar, but when you have this full of fruits and vegetables and your lean protein, you're going to get excellent nutrition for your lunch. You're going to get tons of vitamins, tons of minerals, and lots of fiber, lots of protein, all the things that we actually do need that we often tend to miss out on when we're just kind of grabbing or grazing. And so this is more of an intentional way to get the right nourishment. So what you want to do, and I'm going to build our salad while we do this, I'm going to make that turkey, cranberry, and spinach salad, which is really delicious. Great for right now, back to school time, but also any time of year. But you always want to put kind of your heaviest, densest stuff on the bottom. So this would be like grains or any beans, maybe like black beans. Then you want to add any more juicy or harder vegetables, so like beets or sweet potatoes, things like that. Then you want to add your delicate fruits and vegetables. So that would be like berries, for example. And then your greens, and then your protein, and then your toppings. So it's kind of a science to build this, but that's going to ensure you that you're not going to say, ooh, what's in here? It's all slimy. This is going to keep the more moist things on the bottom while you build to the drier things on the top. And then you're going to have a delicious salad. So to build that turkey, cranberry, and spinach salad, we're going to start with some quinoa. And quinoa, have it cooked right here, just takes about 15 minutes to cook up on the stovetop. You start with 2 cups of boiling water. You get it to boil. You add a cup of quinoa and basically just let it simmer. Turn it down just a little bit. Let it simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes. And once it starts to get all fluffy like this, take it off the heat and just let it sit and it's ready to go. You can add seasonings to this if you want to. I just cook this in water and just a dash of salt. So I've got about a half a cup of quinoa that I'm going to add to the jar. I'll show you the layers as I build them here. But quinoa is one of those things. It's actually naturally gluten-free in case you need to eat gluten-free. So you have that here on the bottom of your jar. And it's also got a lot of fiber and some protein in it too. So this was actually, it's an ancient seed that South American, Native Americans used to use on the days of battle. So it got them through their day. So you can tell that that must have a lot of nutrition then. So you start with that. You could also do black beans or any other, you could do noodles if you want to make more of an Italian salad. Next, I'm going to add some beets. Now, you might pass by these in the grocery store, or maybe you grew them in your garden. I don't know. But you kind of wonder, how am I going to cook these? They make such a mess, but I have a really quick and easy way to do that. All you have to do is just cut off the green part. You don't take the skin off or anything. Put them in water, set them to a boil, and let them boil for like 30 minutes, maybe 40, depending on the size of your beet, till they're fork tender. You know, if you put your fork in it and it's tender, take it off the heat, put it in some ice water, and I stuck mine in the fridge and just let it cool down. And then all you have to do, and I used some gloves for this so I didn't kind of get all the juice everywhere, but take off the skin and then just dice it up. So it's perfectly ready, and I'm going to add that to the top of the quinoa here. And the beets are full of anthocyanins, which is a big word and fancy, but it's really just meaning antioxidants and basically lots of great nutrients. So now you can see there's a little extra color in there. I like that. And then we want to go with our delicate fruits or vegetables. And that's, for this, I've got strawberries. So this is that kind of like a sweet and savory type of salad is what we're building. So I'm going to add our sliced strawberries to the top of the beets. So we have that dark red, and then we're going to transition to a lighter red here with the strawberries. Again, oh, it's really looking good, I think anyway. And then the next thing you want to do is your greens. So I'm choosing spinach today, but you can also use romaine, you could use kale, you could use iceberg lettuce if you wanted to, whatever kind of green that you like. I will tell you though, the darker the green, the more nutrients it will have. So you can think of that, but don't be afraid to use iceberg lettuce. I think that's still a great choice, and sometimes it's nice to have that crunch. Romaine also provides that crunch too. So I'm going to take this. This is about 1.5 cups of fresh spinach that I'm just going to add in here. And just look at, right now I already have 2 cups of fruits and vegetables in this salad. Our goal for the day, as moms, we need to have about 2.5 to 3 cups of fruits and vegetables every day. and you're already going to almost get there with this salad. And doesn't that feel good when you take care of yourself and you know you're doing something well for yourself? So we've got that. Then we're going to add the protein. So I chopped up this turkey thighs that I made with the salad chopper. And remember how easy that was to use. You just like you're cutting anything really. You can use this for herbs, you can use it for salad, but using this for your lean protein like chicken or turkey is amazing. You can even also use it as pulled pork, and that can be lean as well. I love all types of protein in my salads. Beef too, you could also use that. So I've chopped this up, and I'm just going to add about a half a cup to the top of my spinach. And I chose I have turkey breasts, I have turkey thighs, both are good choices. So don't feel like you have to go with one or the other. So now you can see the protein on the top, all the delicious colors underneath. And then I'm just going to add just a couple more things as a topping. I've got some dried cranberries for a little extra sweetness. Add those. That also kind of reminds me of fall. And then some granola. So you might not think of granola outside of breakfast time, but you can use that too. You want to leave a little bit of room at the top so that when you are ready to pour your dressing in, you're going to have some room to shake it up. So once you have a great dressing to use, which is one of my favorites, is a poppy seed dressing, because it kind of just brings some sweetness to your salads. So I would pour that right in here and cover this back up again. Once I'm ready to pour it, I pour it in, and then you can just shake it, twirl it back and forth, and you have a delicious salad in a jar. So, Jill, let's read your question. You really need the scissor chopper thing. Yes, I didn't know I needed it, but I love it. It's so awesome. It's really useful. The salad looks really good. Thank you. And you're not even a beet fan. I know. You know, when I was growing up, I had beets a lot because my parents grew them in the garden. And a lot of time they were creamed, and that was not my favorite way to eat them. But as an adult now, I really appreciate beets because they kind of just have a real earthy flavor that adds a lot to some certain dishes. And I really like them in salads, especially cold. So that's kind of a fun way to eat them. And thank you for your kind words, Jill. Thanks for watching. And thank you, Wanda, for watching too. So this is your make and take salad jar. And this is very easy. And like I said, I'm going to post some more ideas below in the comments section that are going to have some other ideas like an Italian salad, a Mediterranean salad. So different ways you can layer salads in this jar so that you don't get bored with the same thing. But I do recommend that you cook ahead of time. So like on Sundays, cook up a whole batch of quinoa, cook up your turkey, cook up anything else you might need like your beets, which I just cooked up 3 beets, and that's going to get me through the whole week. And also, yeah, your turkey, cooking that up. So then all you have to do is take it out, add it to this, and you can do this in 5 minutes in the morning. And then there's no more excuses for saying, oh, I just don't take very good care of myself. You can definitely take good care of yourself when you're doing intentional, when you're choosing intentional ways to actually improve your health by having a salad in a jar. So thanks for watching. I'll post the link in the comments to those ideas, as well as a link to my website. So if you want to order anything, you can. But here you go. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.